Today's horoscope, Gemini August 23, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today, the Sun heads to the lowest point of your solar chart, and a month-long transit of your solar fourth house begins. During this cycle, potent reminders of your roots, home life, and loved ones motivate you. The focus is on your closest ties, foundation, or home life, and it can be a time for bringing healing and wholeness, as well as some refinement and organization, to your home life and family relationships. It's a period of anchoring and nesting on a psychological level. While not the most adventurous or outgoing cycle in the Sun's journey through your chart, it's important for a sense of identity, comfort, and self-knowledge. Today, however, a Venus-Mars transit can highlight areas of dissatisfaction or disagreement. Since impulsive Mars is currently in your sign, it can affect you more than others, and others might be pushing your buttons. Instead, if you're feeling a little on edge or unsatisfied, the temptation to rile others up can come on. Aim to detach yourself just enough to stay calm and work things out. However, pay attention to what's emerging from within, since you may revisit unresolved problems later. The zodiac year continues. Today, our great luminary entered Virgo, which rules your solar house of home, family, and domesticity. If you are married or live with a partner, the weeks ahead will allow you to move, renovate, or redecorate your living space. Having parties to entertain others in your home will also be quite lovely. If single, be sure to look around your space and toss out clutter or things that represent the old you and aren't speaking to how you want to present yourself to new suitors going forward. Your personal life may take precedence. Work is important, but you may need to get things in order at home when the Sun enters Virgo. Family, home, and personal priorities will become the main focus. As a result, your work life could go on the back burner. However, this might be a difficult change of pace to maneuver, since Venus in Virgo will also square Mars in your sign. It might be hard to give up some of your work commitments or personal responsibilities, but you may need to move things around to focus on personal matters. You have the determination and persistence to succeed in whatever you take on. Don't allow your inner fears to dominate. Today's planetary configuration asks you to look at your needs and to assess whether they are respected in the schedule you keep. Do you have healthy food in your fridge and cupboards? Are you able to consistently exercise and get a good night's sleep? Your health needs dictate the daily schedule you should follow. The vibrations seem to be benevolent to you today. Something new could start up in your private life. Pleasure in meeting new people are waiting for you. Sharing, happiness and exaltation could come to you if you don't spread your sentiments around too much. So, you should concentrate on the object of your desire. If you are single, give of yourself body and soul. If you are part of a couple, be more available. When Mercury, the planet of communication, leaves your communication sector tomorrow to remain in retrograde motion, it will focus more on addressing unresolved issues from the past. Today, however, the Sun is emphasizing forward-looking conversations during its last full day here. This coincides with Mercury forming a favorable aspect to Chiron in your friendship sector. With both Mercury and Chiron in retrograde motion, there is an opportunity to mend old bridges as words gain the power to heal past wounds. When the Sun leaves your communication sector tomorrow, he will pass the torch to Mercury, and as the planet of communication, the communication lines couldn't be in better hands. However, with Mercury in retrograde motion and focused more on giving the past and unsaid words a voice for another week, the Sun's last full day is a chance to focus on those forward-looking conversations. Daily Planetary Overview. As the end of summer draws near, we're stepping into a new Seasona Virgo season. The Sun enters Virgo today, and with it comes a time of transition. Virgo season is like that gentle nudge reminding us to tie up loose ends, organize our lives, and prepare for the fall. It's a period that encourages practicality, productivity, and reflection. If summer was all about adventure and spontaneity, Virgo season brings us back to earth, inviting us to refine our routines and set our intentions for the months ahead. But, as with any transition, there might be some bumps along the way. Today, Venus in Virgo squares off with Mars in Gemini, and this cosmic clash could make it a little tricky to find your footing. You might feel a bit scattered or unsure of where to focus your energy. It's okay, this is just a gentle reminder to pause, breathe, and figure out your priorities. Virgo energy is all about clarity and purpose, so take a moment to organize your thoughts and get a head start on what's truly important to you. Now, here's the good news: there's a lot to enjoy during this Virgo season. You might find yourself feeling more self-assured and content. When you're in sync with this grounded energy, nothing seems to pose much of a problem. You're likely to have fun with friends and loved ones, and you might even notice some sweet rewards in your love life. Whether it's deepening your connection with your partner or simply feeling more affection in your relationships, this season brings an increased desire to be creative in how you express your love. Have you ever felt that urge to do something special for someone just because? That's the Virgo influencia, thoughtful, intentional, and full of heart. Of course, with all the positivity, there's also a need for balance. Virgo's influence helps bring discipline, which is a good thing, especially if you find yourself tempted by life's distractions. It's easy to get swept up in indulgence, whether that's overspending, overindulging in treats, or letting old habits pull you off course. But remember, moderation is key. If you give in to every craving, you might regret it later, either because of the financial strain or the personal consequences. Think of Virgo as your wise guide, helping you stay on track while still allowing room for enjoyment. Have you ever had that moment of "I probably shouldn't, but I will anyway," and then regretted it afterward? This season is a gentle reminder to listen to that inner voice and make choices that align with your long-term goals. Now, as you navigate this somewhat testing period, remember to trust in your abilities. Events might push you to your limits, but that's where growth happens. Don't let the opinions of others shake your confidence. Instead, use any challenges or confrontations as opportunities to strengthen your beliefs. It's in those moments of testing that we often discover new opportunities for improvement. Have you ever faced a challenge that, in hindsight, turned out to be a stepping stone to something better? This Virgo season could bring similar moments of realization, where something difficult leads to a breakthrough. On the financial front, things are looking promising. With Virgo's organized influence, you might find that every transaction runs smoothly, and the usual struggles seem to ease up. This is a quiet yet productive phase, a time to explore new investments or ideas that could benefit you in the long run. Don't just sit back and rest on your laurels. This is a time to actively engage with new opportunities. Virgo season rewards those who put in the effort. Have you ever had that moment where you felt everything was flowing effortlessly, and you just knew you were on the right track? That's the kind of energy you can tap into right now. And finally, today brings excellent opportunities for experimentation. Virgo energy encourages you to listen to your heart while staying practical. It's a great time to try out new ways of doing business or approaching projects. This is your chance to let go of old methods that no longer work and adopt new strategies for the future. Embrace the spirit of innovation. You might just find that the changes you make now set you up for success in the coming months. So, as we transition into Virgo season, how are you feeling about this shift in energy? Are there any areas of your life where you're ready to get organized or make some important decisions? Share your thoughts and experiences. I'd love to hear how you're embracing this season of clarity, practicality, and purpose.